for clicking play. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it does wonders for me. It gets these videos to as many people as possible, and I really appreciate it. We are on our road to 10K, and today I want to quickly chat about selfishness and self-centeredness versus confidence and I guess self-assurance and self-awareness. It's going to be a really quick, short story time of what happened to me in university, where I learned to literally, basically, like my own pictures. Okay, so happy Sunday, everybody. This story actually happened on my second year in university. For those who know, I went to TUT, ne? My fighters. Guys, I love TUT so much. Like, I don't think people understand. When you go, there's universities, there's technicons, there's colleges, but then there's the Tshwane University of Technology, TUT. Take your time. Literally, that's what we said. Take your time. Instead of graduating and leaving, take your time. Okay, besides the point. So on my first year, I was just a normal, newbie, equality, and it was obviously the residence committee, which is like a sorority leaders type of vibe. So I was very active as a first year, and if you know TUT, it used to have a lot of activities, competition, inter-res stuff. Literally, it felt like we even had drummies. You see those stomp the yard type of vibe in American what. We had our own TT called drummies, and all the races would compete and stuff like that. So I was very active in just compiling steps and things like that. So on my second year, I really wanted to be part of the residence committee team, and basically, you go in front of all the residences students, ne? Is that the right word? Yeah, all the students, first year, second year, BTech, master students that are living within Astra, and you basically plead your case and they vote for you. So they vote for 10 residence committee members and I believe 10 mentors. So people who are literally going to tutor each other and make sure people are studying when they're supposed to study. And then the residence committee members are more focused on the extracurriculum, residence life and things like that. So I was not going to be a tutor because I think there was only 2 of us doing my course, so it was pointless. So I went and I spoke and I got in, so it was 10 of us. So I was excited. Also, I was a head girl in high school, so I knew that I had leadership qualities, like, I had practice and leadership at church and stuff like that. So that was something I've always known, and God has validated, just leadership and taking up positions and making sure that I play my part and active and make sure people are comfortable. And I think it also goes with just my personality, making sure people are good, people are comfortable, help lead and help assist where I can. So I knew that I'm gonna kill it, ne? And then the next part, after you're selected by the residents of the house, then the 10 of you then decide who's going to go into what position, ne? So who's going to be the chairperson, the deputy, sports and recreation, what else was there? Secretary, all these positions that are going to need to be filled. And then the previous year, when I was first year, the deputy was the person who was doing sports, recreation, all the creative stuff. So that's the position I wanted to go for, okay? But then what happened was my resident manager put us all in a room and said, listen, basically she created a position for me because she knew that I'm the creative person. So she just created a position for me to fill in, but she didn't want to give me president or chairperson or deputy chairperson. So she just created a sports and recreation field at the bottom and not linked it with the chairperson or deputy chairperson portfolio, okay? And I was like, that is a bit confusing because last year the deputy was the one doing creative stuff. So I was like, no man, I want that position and I want it with that title. Why is it changing now? But she was like, no, this is how it's going to be. So you guys, when you have to vote, this is how you need to vote. She basically told us how to vote, who to put in number 1 as chairperson, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And the girl she put at deputy was a lovely girl, very lovely. I believe she also was a Christian. I love her. I still love her, you know. But I was like, no, man, like that's what I want. I know I would kill this position. One thing about me, I'm very much so self-aware, and it sometimes tips to the point of what's the word now? Not self-aware, confident, selfish, and but it does sometimes tip to the negative where it's like self-centeredness. No, that's the English word, self-centered, you know. So self-aware. I struggle with self-awareness and self-centeredness because I can be self-aware about who I am, and then sometimes I think everything revolves around me because it's my life. But that's not the case. But here I was like, but I know it. I know I can kill this position. And like I want to, and she didn't even give us an opportunity where within the 10 of us, the selected committee, where we say which position we want and plead our case there, and then we can vote for each other. She didn't, she just told us how to go about it. So I remember the time to vote now, she's not there, all the residence committee members aren't there. So we're taken into this like hall type of vibe. We sit in this like formal table, and then the HOD head of like residences for all like campuses at TUT. He goes there. I remember his name was Mr. Mukhashwa. I don't even know if he's still there. I don't think he's there anymore. But Mr. Mukhashwa comes in a suit, and that man looked good, guys. Mr. Mukhashwa was just cute, period. So he comes in there, and then he's like, okay, this is how it's going to go. There's going to be a ballot paper with positions. You put the name of the person you feel like is correct for that position based on, you know, what you know and whatnot. And then he says he's heard that residence managers are telling committees how to vote, and this is not good. This is not how it's supposed to go. That's not how voting works legitimately and stuff like that. So you need to vote for the person you believe belongs in that position. Guys, there I am praying and being like, Lord, I want to be deputy. I want to be deputy. I want to be deputy. And in my head, I'm like, no one is going to vote for me because I haven't verbalized this to anybody else. No one is going to vote for me. But I sat there and I thought to myself, if I believe I deserve this position, then at least let me vote for myself. You know, I know how everyone's going to vote because we're told how to vote, but I believe I deserve this position, whether I get it or not. I just want to vote for myself. I was like, I actually want to vote for myself, and that's okay. I know I won't win, but that's okay. So I switched. I voted like how she asked us to vote, but I switched the position she wanted me in and the deputy position. So I put my name on second place and I put her name where I was supposed to be. Folded it, submitted it. Results come, they read from the bottom, everything is going okay, and then they get to deputy, and then they say deputy with, because they're counting in front of you. So when you get to deputy, they say bang, 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 bang. They put first vote there, then they put second vote, my name. So I'm like, it's my vote, then it's just me. And then the second name is still my vote. So I'm like, what? There's someone else who voted for me? Someone else voted for me? What? I was like, okay, not that I'm gonna win, but okay, someone else believes in myself, in me, the same way I thought I can handle this position, you know? And then the third vote, the other vote went to her. Guys, I kid you not. At the end of it, it was 6 votes to me and 4 votes to her. Do you understand? If I did not vote for myself, if I had voted her side, it would have been a tie. But because I voted for myself, I was the person who basically was the deciding vote. And that blew my mind because I had not said anything to anybody. But people saw how I was leading in first year, and they saw how I was leading just in general as Mahle, my personality, and the responsibilities of just being there, being in OR, and listening ear to other students. And they were like, actually, the person we think is fit for this position is Mahle. And guys, I kid you not, that was a lesson I have never forgotten. I will now and always vote for myself. Which, guys, it's dumb, but every time I post a picture, every time I post a TikTok, every time I post a YouTube video, I am the first person to like it. If I posted it and it's like, what do you say, processing and what stuff like that, I am okay. The minute it's uploaded and I see it, I vote for myself. You may call it vain. You may call it, because I remember my friend was like, friend, I hope you're not one of those people who like their own pictures. I do like my own pictures because I endorse that. I am happy about that. I am happy about how I look. I am the brand ambassador for myself. Therefore, I will vote for myself. I will like my own pictures. Guys, after that day, I kid you not, I decided I am going to vote for myself. I'm not going to wait for someone else to validate my abilities. I'm not going to wait for somebody else to endorse what I approve of or how I want to live my life. I will vote for myself. I will vote for myself. So I thought of the story earlier today, this morning as I was going to church. I thought about it as I was posting a picture on Instagram and I liked it. It's so normal now. Sometimes I like it and I even save it. Why? I don't know. I don't know the save part. But the like part just comes naturally to me. And I just thought about sharing the story today. I'm not sure what type of impact the story will have. And maybe you might say, that's too much, that's too vain. But I became the deputy after that, and my res manager obviously was not happy about it at the time, but I think over a period of months working together, she understood why. I don't think she didn't understand why. I don't know why she wanted us to do that in the first place, to be honest with you, but over time me and her had a really okay to good relationship. Not the best, but an okay to good relationship. So with that being said, I want to encourage you, if you are in a position where you need to vouch for yourself, endorse yourself, whether you're going in an interview, to have some level of confidence in your abilities. Have faith in the God that is within you to guide you and help you through certain positions and stuff like that. And this also goes to why I'm as confident, just as a human being. I'm a very confident person, which is why I'm like, sometimes it's self-centeredness, and I need to watch out for that, and be cautious of it. Because life doesn't revolve around me. I'm not the best at everything, But there's a level of confidence that I have that since that day, I genuinely believe I got it that day. Yeah, when after that day, when they announced the votes, till today, I'm proud of myself. Like, I am proud of myself. I'm proud of my achievements. I'm proud of what I can do. Sometimes I hear, and I've also experienced this when you have imposter syndrome, where you are in a position or in a room, whether this is work or any position that you're placed in, and you're just like, hey, I feel like there's other people better for this position than me, or you belittle your skills or your abilities. I've had that now and then, but it doesn't last. Like, it's a thought, and then I'm just like, not me. There is nothing I can do with God who's beside me. I can do all things. It really, even when I'm having a tough day, I remember when I started out in agency work, it would be really hard, and I'd get home at crazy hours. When I was studying and working, it was crazy. But I had to remind myself that I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. God is with me. God is by my side. I can do it. Any position that I'm placed in, God believes in me to fulfill it and fulfill it in excellence. Therefore, I am going to walk with that energy. I'm going to stand with that confidence, and I'm going to act with that authority. You understand that? You understand, man? Anyway, that is the end of this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this. Yeah, that is it. It's been a while since I did like a chit chat. It's always been like a life update and there's other things, or it's a vlog. So I thought, let me just share this because it was in my heart. I love you. We are on our road to 10K. Please comment below, but we are also on our road to 10K. So definitely tell your friends about this channel. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to someone. Why am I getting emotional? I want to give a quick shout out to someone. In 2019, I was working at Publicis, and I remember Uvuyi was a producer and still is a producer at the agency, was literally on my back as to, did you post on YouTube this week? Did you post on YouTube? When are you posting on YouTube? And then she'd randomly say, Mahle, I don't see any posts from you on YouTube. And last week she watched my update and she was like, I was watching this update, and for some weird reason I just wanted to say thank you to her for pushing me. Even back then I wasn't posting as much, but it just reminded me that even when I didn't have 7,000 people watching, I didn't have 7,000 people subscribed to the channel, there was one person who was anticipating my next video. There was that one person who was encouraging me and pushing me to post videos on YouTube. So thank you, Lee. I appreciate you. And thank you that you're still watching the videos even now. To just, when you said you were watching one of my videos about my birthday, we were talking about it, that just really warmed my heart, and I just wanted to say thank you. All right, cool. That is the actual end of this video. Please hashtag self-awareness. Self-awareness, self-confidence in the comment section, and let me know what you think of this topic. Other than that, Zeniti, Badendibuza, Bendilapa.